There we go. So, welcome. Oh, Charlotte, you've just come home from being away in Southport. How lovely. So, Holly, be present. I'm still off with the probes at the moment. I'm thinking about what Elizabeth was sharing with us all. But happy Lughnasadh and Lammas blessings to you all. I hope you are having a beautiful week and haven't been too disrupted by. There's been a lot going on this week, like in the collective energy, hasn't there? There's lots happening in terms of the planets, but also weather-wise, there's been lots going on in terms of, like, we had a crazy storm yesterday, I think it was. The earthquakes, we've had volcanoes, there's been tsunamis. It's been a interesting week collectively, as well as, some of the other things happening in the world. So actually, it's really lovely to be able to come together and celebrate the first of the harvest seasons. And I will go into a little bit of the background of Lughnasadh and Lammas, and to help us kind of connect into some of the metaphors that we'll be using this evening. But hopefully you have got, well, you don't really need anything other than your journal and pen, but obviously if you would like to, then feel free to light some candles. I always like incense. I tend to be a bit of an incense queen, but I know that not everyone gets on with it. Maybe some essential oils. Maybe you've got some flowers like me. My daughter keeps buying me flowers at the moment, which is really lovely surprises. Every time she goes to do her shopping, she's got into the habit of just picking me up a bunch of flowers and then dropping it round on her way home. And honestly, I think it's one of the highlights of my week at the moment. I absolutely adore fresh flowers. So I got some beautiful fresh sunflowers this morning, which feels really appropriate for today. So if you don't know the history of Lughnasadh and Lammas, there's many different myths and folklore that is entangled in these festivals, which I love, I absolutely love a bit of folklore. But it's useful to know that Lughnasadh was originally an Irish Celtic festival. And if we looked at it from a seasonal perspective, as I mentioned, this is like the first of the harvest. This is the first things coming in from the field. But the folklore behind Lughnasadh from that Irish Celtic background is very much linked to the sun god of Lugh. And there's variations in the stories around this. So in some stories, it references a foster mother. In others, it references his wife. But probably one of the main ones is this idea that his foster mother, who may or may not have been a goddess, cleared the land, the Irish land. Let me just turn the music down a little bit because I feel like I'm competing with those beautiful harmonies. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it down that much. There we go. And so his foster mother cleared the land, the Irish land, so that it was fit to be planted and farmed. And she worked so hard, so tirelessly in this job that she absolutely wore herself into the ground, completely exhausted herself, and then died. So I think many of us could probably relate to that story a little bit. maybe a little bit. Maybe as mothers or women, where it feels like we're taking care of so many things that it feels like we're going to run ourselves into the ground. But in this Celtic mythology, it's okay because he dedicated a festival to her to celebrate her honor. So, because of that, I'll be honest, I've got a little bit of a, I'm not sure. I connect with that story, but I'm not sure I want to celebrate that story so much. But there's also a similar story that links to sometimes referred to as the Green Man, sometimes referred to as, I think it's John Barleycorn, who is that male version of that archetype of the plant or the person that has worked hard all year and then has become so depleted that they're ready to be chopped down and taken away. But obviously, that's the representation of the plants, right? No one wants to be in the position where we're running ourselves so far into the ground that we need to be harvested ourselves. But I also like that at this time of year, it's a beautiful chance to kind of offer gratitude to those natural cycles of life and death, and metaphorically in regards to the seeds that we've planted this year. So we started planting our seeds around Imbolc, or at least starting to consider what those seeds would be. And now we've got to that point where some of them may be ready to harvest. Maybe we're seeing the rewards of them. Maybe we're seeing the abundance they bring. And there may be some seeds that haven't grown as well. And those seeds might be things that we now realize we don't actually want, or we don't want at this point in time. We may have just realized that perhaps we overestimated how many seeds we could grow this year. Maybe we just have let life pull us along and we haven't given them enough food and attention and love. You know, none of these things are right or wrong. It's just about observing. So from that perspective, from the perspective of just observing and noticing, I thought it would be useful if we took a moment to just journal on a few questions so that we can really go into this ritual and ceremony tonight feeling like we have the right information in front of us, if that makes sense. So I invite you to get your journal straight away. And we're just going to take a few moments to contemplate. And I'm going to share a slide with you. But perhaps before starting to write, it's useful to check in that your mind, your nervous system is in the right state of mind. So perhaps gently closing your eyes, allowing yourself to center, maybe coming to that breath in the belly. And give yourself a moment to transition from the outside world to the inside world. And maybe as you do that, you notice the desire to take in a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, releasing anything that's been playing on your mind today. Maybe doing that again. Letting go of any stress, any worry, knowing that it's now safe to relax here. And when you feel ready, picking up your journal and taking, I'm probably going to give you a good 5-10 minutes here because these are big questions, and I'm just going to make you guys a little bit smaller. There we go, so you can actually see the questions. But the questions we're considering tonight, oh, wrong one. What am I harvesting in my life so far this year? So, what's come to fruition? What are you noticing? What is feeling good? What is working? And from that, what am I most grateful for in this year's bounty so far? And really allow yourself to connect into that, right? Allow your heart to open. Before coming on to the third question, which is what activities, thoughts, behaviors are standing in the way of that which I'm yet to harvest? And which of these am I ready and committed to leave behind here tonight? And I'm just going to double check. Yeah, okay. And as always, I'm going to journal along with you. And starting to finish up before on a separate piece of paper, writing this Lughnasadh or Lammas. Feel free to write Lammas. It's a lot easier to spell. I am releasing this Lughnasadh stroke Lammas. I am releasing or leaving behind, depending what wording resonates with you, maybe a bit of both. This Lughnasadh I'm releasing and leaving behind, and complete that sentence for yourself. And when you have your piece of paper with that which you wish to leave behind here this evening, as always, you have a few options here. You can tear it up and choose to burn it, bury it, flush it down the loo, plant it in the earth. But as you tear, beginning to feel that thing, that behavior, that thought, that activity leaving you. Allowing the energy, that resonance to separate from you. And I'm going to stop sharing this screen now so I can see your gorgeous faces. There we go. You've all got your cameras off. That's fine too. But I feel the need to burn something this evening. So that's exactly what I'm doing. There's something super cathartic, isn't it, about watching it go up in smoke. And if it's not safe to burn where you are, please don't. But perhaps keep it to burn or bury or flush away later on. And I invite you to get comfy as my pages continue to burn. And come back to that place with your eyes closed, centering yourself in the here and now. Maybe taking a moment to imagine from the base of your spine a beautiful root system growing and making its way down through the foundations of your home, through into the ground beneath you, and into that nourishment of Mother Earth. And while we're here connecting with this beautiful Mother Earth energy, maybe taking a little moment to offer gratitude for the amazing cycles and seasons that Gaia, Mother Earth, Pachamama, Goddess, however you see the energy of this beautiful planet that we live on, and her amazing seasons that allow us to plant and grow and harvest year after year after year. Now, even if we're not the ones doing the physical planting, some of you may be. But I'm sure all of us get to enjoy the bounty of what she provides. So in your own way, just taking a little moment to thank her. And the ability she has to sustain life on this planet. And whenever you feel ready, starting to breathe in from this Mother Earth, this Gaia, and allow that energy to travel up the root system with each breath you breathe in. Allow it to replenish and restore. And if you still feel the remnants of that which you're releasing this evening, I invite you to pour that energy into your exhale and allow it to travel down the root system back into Mother Earth, breathing in that nourishment, releasing that which you're letting go of. And if that energy still feels quite sticky within or quite heavy, you can use your breath a little bit more firmly. So breathing in that nourishment and really exhaling that energy down through the root system and out the mouth. And if you find it helpful, you may wish to place a hand on the heart space and a hand on the belly as you continue to consciously breathe in that new energy of replenishment and breathe out that which you're leaving behind. And just taking a few final deep breaths in here. Before shifting your awareness to the heart space and just taking a moment to explore this area initially, noticing any sensations in the body. Noticing where those sensations end and where they begin. Noticing if they have a shape or form. And here you can again use the breath to clear anything that doesn't feel good here. Alternatively, you can bring in a bit of Reiki and allow that to melt any blocks to the energy flowing in this heart center. And starting to bring more energy into this area now, allowing it to accumulate with each breath you take in. Allowing that energy to build even more now. Until it feels like it can no longer be contained and projects out a tunnel of light in front of you. And as you sense that tunnel or see, feel, know it's there. Starting to walk along towards the door at the other end. And allowing that door to come into your awareness now. Maybe noticing the color, noticing what it's made from. What does the handle look or feel like? And whenever you feel ready, I invite you to open up that door and allow yourself to emerge into a beautiful flower meadow. Now take a moment to enjoy this beautiful place, this abundance of nature in all her glory. Notice what's here for you. And maybe you feel called to dance, to spin, to fly as you explore this meadow. And maybe you've already noticed a tree in this meadow, a tree that feels like it's calling to you. I invite you to listen to that call and make your way towards the tree. And if you feel called to, of course, you can give that tree a little hug. Maybe place your hands on the bark and just notice the energy. Now, this is not just any kind of tree. This is a tree that we'll be using to travel into the lower world, into the belly of Gaia, into the inside of Mother Earth. So starting to look around for a doorway, or maybe it's a hole at the base of the tree. And when you find the hole or the door, you'll see some steps spiraling down. And using the rhythm of the music, allowing yourself to climb down those stairs easily and effortlessly, spiraling down further and further. And maybe you can smell the earth, the smell of moss. Continuing to go deeper and deeper. And coming down to the final few steps now, before emerging into a cave, I invite you to start to walk towards the door of the cave, the opening. And before venturing out, I'm just going to set the intention to connect with the spirit of Mother Earth, inviting her to be our guide in the lower world this evening. And as you've set that intention, you may notice a form begins to move towards the opening of the cave. Allow yourself to notice that person, that spirit, what form the spirit of Mother Earth has taken to meet you this evening. And when she arrives, I will leave it up to you how you wish to greet her. And you may notice that she's leading you towards a gentle waterfall now. So you can wash away any remnants of that which you're leaving behind here this evening. Allow yourself to be cleansed by this beautiful waterfall Mother Earth has shown to you. And while you're here in the lower world, noticing if any animals or spirits wish to make themselves known to you. as you cleanse yourself in these beautiful crystal waters. And the spirit of Mother Earth sits down on the side of the waterfall, just watching. And whenever you feel ready, you're invited to sit beside her. And you may wish to thank her for everything that you are already harvesting, for the harvest that our farmers are bringing in that will make their way to our plates. To thank her for the abundant nature of this planet, for not only the edible plants, but the healing plants, the spiritual plants, the animals they sustain, the weather systems, the beautiful oceans and seas. How lucky are we? You also have the opportunity to ask her any questions, bearing in mind she's the mother of wisdom when it comes to plants, crystals. Maybe you have a question about your practice, or what plant might help you right now. And you may notice that in your pocket or a bag you have with you, you've brought her a gift. I invite you to share that gift with her now. And she in return has a gift for you, a gift that will support you in bringing in that which you're yet to harvest. Notice what that gift is now. And taking a moment to say final thank yous and farewells, knowing you can come back to visit her at any time. And starting to make your way back towards the cave. Coming back towards the stairs. And allowing yourself to easily begin to climb, spiraling up and up. Continuing to spiral up. And coming up to the top of the stairs now. And re-emerging back into the meadow. Maybe thanking the tree for providing safe passage in whatever way feels right for you. Before taking a moment to enjoy this time in the meadow. What do you want to do here? Maybe you wish to lay amongst the flowers and watch the clouds and the sky. And if you feel called to, you can take a moment to observe that sun in the sky as the Irish sun god. And starting to make your way back to the door now. And as and when you feel ready, opening up that door and stepping through the doorway back through the tunnel. Coming back towards the body and coming back into your form in the here and now. And with your eyes still closed, maybe gently wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. You may even wish to have a little stretch. Before gently opening your eyes and noting down anything in your journal that you don't want to forget from that journey. What did Mother Earth give you? What did you give her? What did you feel most grateful for? And you can take a moment with your journal to unpack anything that came through for you, any symbolism, anything that was shared, what it might mean. And with your journals, I invite you to take a moment to consider, what intention are you leaving here with? What do you wish to take away with you? What direction are you heading in? And when you have an idea of your intention for what you're leaving here with, and what you wish to take into the rest of the year or the harvest season, I invite you to write yourself a little blessing. What are you blessing yourself with this evening? Are you blessing yourself with an abundant harvest for the rest of the year? Are you blessing yourself with love, a warm heart, access to appreciation for all that you already have? What do you wish to bless yourself with for the rest of this year? And saying that little blessing out loud, if that feels good to you. I'll share with you all that I'm blessing you all with an abundant harvest that sustains you through the rest of winter and provides you with a warm home, a loving heart, and a full heart. I think a full heart to me is the biggest riches there are. What do you wish to bless yourself with? I'll give you some time to consider. Oh, I love that, Becca. Beautiful, gorgeous. Love that. And Charlotte, I don't blame you at all. Yeah, 7 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes a softer gaze is a good idea. Okay, Becca's blessing herself with peace, softness, and trust. She welcomes love to give and to receive, and she honors her intuition. Beautiful. I bless myself with an abundant harvest that sustains my soul, my family, my home, and my thirst for expansion, awe, and beauty. That's my little blessing. Does anyone else feel like sharing theirs? There's something powerful, right, about sharing it with the collective. Elizabeth, lovely. You bless yourself with love and peace and trust and healing. What a beautiful mix. What more do you need? I love that. On a very separate note, can I just say I love that color on you, Dawn. It really suits you. Looks beautiful. That red looks good. Oh, I felt the energy flowing. I'm absolutely overheating now, I have to say. It doesn't help being sat next to candles. I do love the warmth of the flame. Oh, you're so welcome, lovely. Charlotte. No, I haven't, lovely. I will have a look. Was that right at the top? Uh-huh. Found it. Oh, actually, there's lots of comments I haven't seen. Right, let's start at the top. Oh, I love that, Dawn. You've been working with listening to your voice and working with, and it's making a huge difference. Awesome. Oh, that's really lovely to hear. Ah, Charlotte, you managed to pay a visit to the crematorium while in Southport, as it's 19 years since your mum died. I'm so sorry, lovely. Her ashes are scattered along with your nan's and your granddad's ashes in a plot, and there's a shrub dedicated to your granddad where the ashes are. The shrub was huge. I was imagining a tiny, tiny thing, but no. And to my surprise and delight, the plaque on the leaf not only had my granddad's name, but also read your nan's name. So it read Ronald Horrocks and Joan Horrocks. You placed a hand on a tree yesterday while you were visiting the Botanic Gardens in Southport. There was a beautiful lake there as well, and I just rested in the sound of the water and the waterfall. I did you post this before I did the journey? It was so tranquil, peaceful, and so healing and powerful. Oh no, you posted that at 8. Yeah, I don't know when I was leading that. Maybe it was about that time. Oh, how weird. I love those little synchronicities that come up, right? I don't know if you noticed it with the music as well. It kept happening with the music. I'd made this, don't get me wrong, I'd made the playlist for tonight, but I hadn't gone into the detail of thinking I'll put the heart songs in the heart area and then I'll put the Gaia songs when we're breathing in earth energy. But it all just started to flow and I was like, oh wow, this is really amazing. And there was another one that came up while we were in the lower world. Love it. Louise. You bless yourself with good health, good sleep, and an abundance of happiness and joyous times ahead to reconnect your loving relationship with your daughter, to release the fear of the future. I love that for you. I do. I love that. Dawn, you bless yourself with love, courage, and conviction to follow your path and gain the security you deserve. You also bless all with warmth, guidance, self-love, and a voice. Awesome. Thank you, lovely. And I take your blessing and I've taken that in. Oh, that feels good. Elizabeth, your herb was thyme and pine tea. Oh, Becca, you love a synchronicity. Yeah, I do believe in it. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I've had way too many synchronicities over the years to 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 rule them out. It's like there's too many now. Too many. So I would love to know, Elizabeth, the herbs, thyme and pine, were they herbs? Are we talking about the journey or are we talking? Okay, right, okay. Just checking. Like, which realm are we in? Where are we? And how are you interpreting thyme and pine? I'd love to know.
Tap to speak.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah, it's for medicine.
Mm,
The time making a tea, that's for the lungs in the winter time,
mm. Yeah,
and the pine antioxidant and for your immune system. So obviously for the dampness in the
yeah, I love that. Yeah, thyme is a really powerful antibiotic, actually, a natural antibiotic. It's an amazing plant, thyme. It's one of my favorites. And the smell of thyme, I just find like, oh, you smell that wafting in the kitchen, and I'm just like, oh, follow my
yeah,
nose.
because I could actually got the smell of the pine,
Oh,
the
lovely.
pine. Um, but all
Yeah.
I got, Holly, in the journey, it was lovely, was animals.
Oh,
Every kind of animal, even down to insects. Even
oh,
my dog, my departed dog, came
wow.
briefly.
Oh, that must have
Um,
been lovely.
or just, a glimpse as they were together passing through, in spirit. You know
Yeah,
what? It's hard to explain. And it was the violet flame,
yeah.
the violet and gold, and sometimes white. And just to say that the gift to me was a butterfly. Never had
Oh,
that before, don't know what it means. And I gave the gift of love and thanks and gratitude.
so before I give you like the boring, mundane answer about a butterfly, what does a butterfly make you think of? It's not a boring, mundane answer
No,
anyway.
no, it's the butterfly was stationary, just moving in slow motion.
Hmm.
Um, it just means softness,
Oh,
Gentle,
lovely.
gentleness, that's what it means to me. They're gentle, they're
Okay.
velvety to touch, they're very gentle. So
Okay.
it maybe, I
Yes,
don't
so I
know.
would think about that first, definitely. I mean, the kind of symbolic meaning from for a butterfly generally is transformation because they evolve from the caterpillar cocooned into a
Mm,
butterfly. But but I would go with your instinct in that. So if
mhm,
softness feels more relevant and more
mhm.
like truth, then I would go with that, lovely. Um,
I don't know what the animals came to say hello. There was even, the faces, a horse, an eagle, a frog, a squirrel.
you
You
had
know,
like a whole
yeah,
what do you call it? Menagerie, if I said
yeah.
that right.
The, and a lady's face was in the tree. I
Oh,
don't know
wow.
who she was. She never said her name. She just guided me, on the journey in the cave.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't
how
know.
lovely. Was it an enjoyable journey? Did you enjoy
Yeah,
it? Good.
peaceful. It was peaceful. You
Yeah.
could see the peace and the love in the animals' eyes.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Oh, that
So
sounds lovely.
that was the journey. So I cannot take away or add to it. That was it. Lovely.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank
Just,
you.
oh, you're so welcome, lovely. Um, Let me go. Oh, lots come in. Just a minute. Like, it's amazing. You look away for a minute, lots of comments come in. Louise, you bathed in the healing waterfall and released all that keeps you stuck. Mother Earth gave to you a rose quartz crystal and said, "This is to learn to love yourself." Oh, that's a big one, right? That is a big one. Becca, do you have a rose quartz crystal? No, you don't have one. Oh,
No, I don't have one, but I was thinking exactly the same uh,
yeah,
as Mother have handed it, which I thought, oh, I really need to get myself a rose quartz a heart. I've got an amethyst
yeah.
one. I've got a couple of amethyst heart crystals, and I gave Mother Earth the amethyst one.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
So
she
you
gave.
did this crystal exchange. I love that.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Beautiful. I've got one sat right next to me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, big one.
that was a big
Someone,
one.
I I used to work with a guy. He was lovely and he gave it to me to keep the negative
Mm.
vibes of my computer away from me. And this crystal has traveled all over the country with me. I love that crystal.
Oh, I love.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah,
rose quartz,
yeah,
beautiful, loving crystals. Yeah,
yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
Mm.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Lou. Wait, did I see something else? Oh, loads come in. Oh, yeah. Um, Louise, you keep seeing white butterflies and you connect them with the spirit world. Those passed over as a sign they are with you and not to give up. Oh, beautiful. Dawn, butterfly means rebirth. Oh, you had a butterfly. I'm not sure I understand, lovely. Butterfly rebirth, colorfulness, reincarnation. Um, you mean like representing the butterfly that we were talking about, or was that for you? No, that was, yeah, I'm with you. Charlotte, no, no worries, lovely. I completely get it. Okay, for those of you watching on replay, this is where we are going to wrap up. I so hope you have enjoyed our retreat this evening. I hope it has given you a chance to assess what you're choosing to leave behind this evening and what what blessing you are giving yourself for the rest of this year. I look forward to see you soon at an event soon. I'm trying to think what we have next. I will see you next at See a Circle. Take care.